Hey there, Mark, the Vita Tech Skiing, coming to you from the Sound Control Technologies booth at ISE 2024, standing beside Chris Audette. Mate, you have got a suite of products that are all playing nicely together right now that you're about to show us. Where are we starting? We're starting with this.
We're going to start with this guy.
We're going
to start with this guy because we already talked about the RTK AM1, which is our latest table kit platform.
Right.
But for quite some time, we've had our, do I call it legacy? I don't. Original first generation table kit.
Yeah.
First gen. So this has been out on the street for quite some time. It's called our RTK Plus.
And there's 1,000 of these.
Thousands.
Tens of thousands.
Thousands.
Yeah.
So. Whereas the RTK AM1 works with Ethernet mics, this kit works with our Cisco analog mics.
Yeah.
So we're plugging in 3 of Cisco's analog mics on their infamous TRRS connector. Their little 1/8" 4-segment connector. So we've got up to 3 microphones. We've got Ethernet and power for the Cisco touch panel. We've got an HDMI input to get content back to the codec. And of course we have USB for BYOM mode in the Cisco world.
Yes.
So because of the microphone inputs being Cisco-centric, this is a Cisco-supported product.
Yes.
Solely. And again, we've had this out for quite some time.
Yeah.
Because of the legacy nature of this kit, the connectivity at the laptop for BYOM is USB separately from HDMI. So I have to now plug in 2 cables. So just recently at this show, we have introduced the USB PDI.
Right.
And the USB PDI ingests the USB and HDMI from the RTK platform. We also inject power, and now the customer has a single USB-C cable solution
presented to their laptop.
So they get power, USB, and HDMI to their laptop on one cable. Which is kind of the holy grail. It's what everybody's been pushing for. So this can be added to the thousands of RTK legacy kits, quote-unquote legacy kits, kits that have been deployed.
Legacy HDMI,
So we're really excited about this. We're rather confident that all of our current end users are going to want to deploy because it solves a huge problem for them.
Something you told me before is that the power supply into this can feed 40, 60, whatever your power supply you put into it.
Right. So, the USB-C connector on here supports the standard USB-C power supply that we're seeing on all laptops now.
Yes.
Which that 19 volts happens to be a standard. Shocker, I know. But the amount of power is dependent on a power supply. And that, of course, that power supply might be a 100-watt power supply to supply power to every laptop out there. But if I'm an end user and I standardized on a 40-watt laptop and I want to deploy a 40-watt power supply,
why not?
It's up to them.
So this is just sitting in front because these older ones only have the unlike the new one, only have one HDMI.
Correct.
Right. So you're just literally putting that in front and you're bringing a lot more life cycle out of your old equipment, right? So
right. We don't want to force a forklift, right? For all those end users that have deployed this product, which are thousands, right? So what we want to do is modernize it. At the end of the day, the facility managers, the AV guys within these end users, whose customers are their fellow employees that want the experience when they walk into a room. At the end of the day, all they want is one cable. They just want the single cable experience.
It's all running fine up until that.
Runs fantastic. They just want one cable. So now we can give it to them with just a little box ad.
In a single...
little tiny box.
Single little box. So the cool piece about this is there is a massive sustainability piece to this, right? So
absolutely.
You're not pulling all the old Cisco codecs and all the endpoints transmitters out and going again, which we'd all love to do from a sales perspective. However, sustainability
highly unrealistic.
That's right. And then otherwise it'll end up in landfill, and you can put this in front of it and you get another however many years ahead of it.
Right, and think about the decommissioning and recommissioning process and how much time that takes.
The cost is incredible.
Right, now you're in a room for 5 minutes and you've given them BYOD.
It's an easy win.
One cable.
It's a real easy win.
Absolutely. Easy win for the customer and a win for you as a client or as an integrator.
Great product. If we want to know more about this, we're going to www.soundcontrol.net. I'm getting good at this. I can rattle it off and remember it all now.
I'm going to have to hire you soon.
Or if you're at ISE or any of the shows, these guys are always there. So make sure you come and say good day and check them out. Chris, thanks for your time. Great product.
Thank you.
Cheers, mate.
Pleasure.